What's up, guys? It's They Coming, and we're back for a war recap with Boston Tea Party. This is my second war recap. I'm really excited to be bringing you more and more of this, and today we're going to be looking at a war against NovaCorps. Now, to my knowledge, NovaCorps is actually not a real clan. The members of this, remember, were or are still members of a clan that got banned, or I believe soft banned for modding. Now, this is just the word on the street, so please, I'm not saying this definitively. If anyone's offended by those words, whatever. But this is just what I've been told, so if it's wrong, shoot me. But anyways, we had a great war against them. As you can see, the percentage was really close, and the stars were also really close. We pulled out a 99% victory over them, 74-32 to their 98.88%. Guys, this was a very, very close war. And the last hour and even the last like 10 minutes of the war were just action-packed. I mean, you can see 1 minute left, 1 minute left, 1 minute left, 4 minutes, 14 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 33, 36. I mean, there were more than 10 attacks that happened in around 1 hour left. And they all were very key attacks. As you can see, those last 6 attacks produced no positive star gains. So it was super close on both sides. We were really happy to be warring them outside of their modding skin. Again, if they were in fact modders. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right to some of these attacks. We had some really cool and diverse attacks used this war. And this is really cool. First, let's look at Gronk getting a 3-star on their number 2. So it's number 2 versus number 2. Town Hall 10 Town Hall 9.5 versus 9.5. Now, Gronk here is going to be bringing the Queen Charge Lava Loon. So as you can see, he's dropping his queen up here with her healers and a baby dragon to funnel. Now, I thought this is really cool how he charges in here. This baby dragon is going to get the perfect number of buildings necessary to break this funnel for her. She's going to take this wizard tower, take this gold storage, and then he's going to sneak these wall breakers in. Watch this. He sneaks right in on this gold storage just in time before the wall breakers would have redirected down to that archer tower compartment. And now look at this runway that he has just to march right inside this base. The clan castle comes out. He rages again. He's got a poison down to receive the enemy clan castle. The queen is fine, but he has a little bit of a hiccup here. So everything's looking good now. He's taken out the first air defense. But look at all these point defenses that are just pounding on this queen. He drops this rage a little bit late and I think takes his eyes off, and the queen goes down without even popping the ability. But guys, he has a miraculous recovery. Meanwhile, King has decided to go down here and beat on this queen and take her out. And then he starts his lava loon from the top of the base here. Now you have to look at the pathing that this queen has left behind for the rest of this loon. I mean, just look, it's basically a straight shot and all these air defenses are in one straight line. This is super, super easy pathing for a Laloon. So this base was very weak to this particular attack strategy. And, I mean, he just abused it. He's still got 6 loons in the bag. His last hound does pop, but he's got enough to just collapse in on this air defense. He's got a baby dragon over here working on some of these defenses to kind of keep these balloons heading straight down this nice pathway. He's still got 3 loons in the bag. He drops 1 more. His king is now on a walk from the healers that left the queen. So he ends up just smashing the crap out of this space despite a large component of his attack not quite getting as far as he would have liked. So kudos to Gronk. Excellent hit, clutch hit. Definitely needed that 3-star to pull this war out in favor for us. Great job, man. Let's move on to the next one. The next attack we're going to look at will be number 4, KS Jazz going in with a double Zapquake Drag Laloon. So this is a really cool multi-component attack. Now watch this. He's going to wait until this queen gets over close to this air defense, and this is when he's going to drop his Zapquake. So he's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting. The queen moves a little bit further over, and bam, bam, she gets hit with the Zapquake. Look how low her health is now. It's taken almost half of the queen's health. He Zapquakes the other air defense. So that is a really cool heads up play right there. Just basically taking advantage of that queen that was so close to the air defense. And now he just decides to bring all of his dragons. He used a couple baby dragons to funnel these level 5 dragons directly in on this queen compartment. And everything's looking really good. He's got 2 ADs down. Those dragons will get quite a bit a ways into this base. But now what he's doing here is he's bringing in his queen for sort of and his king with the intention of getting this 3rd air defense. And it doesn't quite work out. The queen is going to miss the air defense, and that was unfortunate. But she pops the ability. She's going to keep going, get a few more buildings here. She's going to bang on the king, and that will ultimately be her death. Meanwhile, he started his hound in from this left side. It's come up. He's eaten 1 bomb, but watch what happens. The hound is not dead just yet. The hound zooms across, and right at the last second, 2 seeking air mines pop up and kill, or basically kill nothing. The hound was already dead, but those were really important seeking air mines to take out. Notice he has a Tesla farm. The AD is still not quite down, so he's dropping in a few more back-end balloons here to close in on this Tesla farm. These 2 balloons here get a really nice drop, taking out the Arch Tower and a Tesla at the same time, that nice splash damage. And the base is crushed. He's still got the 1 balloon. He's going to drop that up here on this builder hut just to speed up the cleanup and make sure that, you know, the dragons aren't going to be too late on time. Guys, when you're doing Laloons, I've noticed that the best Laloon attackers try to save 1 or even 2 balloons that they can drop on the end of a trash ring away from where the major clump of balloons and dragons ends their raid. So this is just a timing thing. As we know, balloons and dragons are very slow troops. So they're powerful is all get out, but flying around the base to clean up is really not very fast, at least not like hogs. So you definitely want to have at least 1, maybe even 2 balloons in the bag to do some cleanup. Anyways, nice job, KS Jazz. I wish I could show your other attack, but I'm trying to show a bunch of different ones today. Let's move on. Next we got Black Plague going in on number 5. Now he's going to bring the Gobo Vaho, and the beginning, I don't know, when I was watching this attack live, it just seemed really sketchy at first, and then it all just comes together. One thing that I didn't quite understand very much is the use of the healers. The healers end up going in and targeting the golem, which I guess works out to his benefit. I mean, he 3-stars the base. So anyways, those 2 golems go inside. He drops the bowlers. Now, luckily, his funnel is just beautifully wide. The bowlers will go inside, and since the queen is targeting the golems, those bowlers are going to step up and just smack that queen right in the face. And a lava hound and a balloon come out. Now, at this point, I kept thinking, why, where is the poison? Why is he not poisoning this balloon? This balloon is chasing down his king and his barbarians here, and I figured it out. He was waiting for the hound to pop. He poisons the hound pups with the balloon. Really smart use of that double poison. He just wanted to hang on, and those healers are still going. They're going to give that golem some love. They're going to give those Valkyries some love, and they're going to switch over and try to give the king a little bit more love before they go down. Meanwhile, these bowlers have just been beaten on stuff out of the range of other defenses. They've finally been targeted. His hogs come down from the top left side, and he's just trickling in a few more to get on these last few defenses. The base is crushed. Now, in other circumstances, ending on a bomber tower would really be a bad idea, but it ends up not mattering. It was just a level 1 bomb tower, and these are level 6 hogs, and they were full health because they had just come out of a heal spell. So nothing to worry. He's smashed it. He's still got his king alive, barely hanging on for dear life. That golem is unbroken. I'm pretty sure it's full health. He's got Valkyries, he's got Hog Riders, and his queen ability to finish it off. Nice job, Black Plague. Pleasure having you in the clan. Let's move on down. We're looking at Klaus attacking number 11. Now, I thought this was a really nice, beautiful attack. Mind you, it is a 9.5 attacking a 9. Now, let's talk about really the advantage that he has here. The star player in this attack is the fact that he has level 5 Valkyries. The level 32 queen, being 2 levels above what max Town Hall 9 can have, is not going to give him that crazy edge like you would maybe think. So I don't attribute this, this crushing raid to the queen being 2 levels higher. I do attribute it to his Valkyries just being much more healthy and having a lot higher hit points and more damage. I'm not even sure that he has all of his troop space yet. Klaus is a brand new Town Hall 10. And he'll be taking things slowly, just like he did Town Hall 9 in terms of using the 0.5 strategy. All of us in Boston Tea Party take that pretty seriously to control our weight, keep our matchups favorable and manageable. So anyways, his queen walk up here is going pretty well. Now, unfortunately, the queen kind of goes past the air defense slightly, and she ends up losing 2 of her healers to this 1 air defense. But the thing is, there's just not a lot of point D on this right side or this top left side of the base that's going to threaten her too much. But now here come down these bowlers. Now this is something that I talked about in my last attack blueprint video, and what that was is when you use Valkyries and bowlers together, you always want to drop those bowlers first, and that is because the Valkyries are really fast, and if they get in and they destroy what would be the bowler target inside of the compartment, the bowlers will then say, oops, I'm too slow, and turn around and walk out. Meanwhile, I don't think the bowlers have really destroyed but maybe 1 defense on this push. So in terms of them being a contributor to just the smashing of the inside of the base, they really did not get much done. They're basically doing cleanup. And cool. He smashed the living crap out of it. He has several Valkyries up. He has Hog Riders up. His king is full health with the ability. And politely, Klaus decides it doesn't use the 5th spell. He gives that one to the Town Hall 9 player. And other than that, he had a corner hut. If it were a timing thing, I'd be kicking myself. So anyways, that's my only thing is gotta take care of those corner huts, guys. If you see those, I'm always one of these guys that will just intentionally take archers for those corner huts, because I know at the end of raids when things are running thin in terms of time, those corner huts can really screw you. So anyways, let's move on to our last attack. I'm just showing 5 today. This will be Hoghole going in on number 13. Now he's bringing the AQ Walk Go Vaho. This is a cleanup attack. I actually saw the first attempt on this live, and he does a really nice job here. He brings his queen in. He's got the CC out. He's going to drop the poison. And there is a witch. Now, the poison is in the perfect place because the witch comes right in on top of this queen, and the witch does get poisoned, and she is going to die to that poison. I've said it before. Witches that are not poisoned are a big nuisance to queen walks and certain kill squad compositions. So great job, man. Great heads up. I thought this was also really cool what he was trying to do here. He drops a poison, he hits both royals, but unfortunately the king steps out. So the king does not get stay poisoned for the entire duration, but the queen, when she does step up and take out that storage, the queen will actually end up still being poisoned, and that ends up working out just fine. So the queen does take out enemy AQ, and that queen will survive to the end of the raid. She's going to walk all the way around the base. Meanwhile, his Go Vaho portion has jumped in here. He notices that Tesla farm pop up, and he smartly puts a heal right on top of everything. Those 4 Teslas instantly go down. Skeleton spell goes down. And now look how he paths this together. This is one big reason I picked this. His kill squad starts going into the very core, and so do those Hog Riders, and he's able to hit his kill squad and his back-end troops with the same heal spell. This is a really sexy play, and something that just really allowed him to get through this really dense defense base. As you can see, this base has all of the defenses inside and pretty much all of the storages and trash buildings on the outside. So getting inside and smashing the insides can be a little bit more difficult than other anti-3-star layouts that have more open compartments where they're filled with other trash buildings to kind of keep you guessing and mess with pathing of different troops. Anyways, his queen is still walking. The healers are now transferred to the remaining Valkyries and the king. That's no problem. They smash through, and it's just cleanup. GG, Hoghole, and good game to the Boston Tea Party for really sticking it to NovaCorps. You know, maybe in the future we'd be willing to arrange it against them as long as they're done with their modding ways. But guys, I do not think they were modding for this war. They had some attacks that were just really, really messy. And if you were modding, I can't imagine that they would look as bad as some of them did. But you know, we're just really, really glad to have such an excellent war and to come out with a 99%. I mean, goodness gracious, that's really high. We almost had the perfect war. But anyways, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed the recap, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. See you later.